Hello and welcome here to Talking CB and welcome here to the home of the new European champions. The treble has been completed in Berlin. Barcelona have outdone Juventus and 3-1 on the night gives us a historic treble and gives us our 5th European trophy in our history, our 4th in the last 9 years, and what an incredible achievement for Luis Enrique and his team. Unprecedented treble, and later on in the year we'll have the chance to be crowned world champions. But right now, the La Liga trophy's in the bag, the Copa del Rey trophy's in the bag, and now in Berlin we have completed it with the Champions League trophy and 3 out of 3 trophies. Unbelievable. And what a game it was. And by what a game, I mean it was crazy. It was just an absolutely crazy match. And I will say that I don't actually believe that it was one of our best performances of the season. I thought tonight, if we played at our maximum, if we played at our level that we have been the last few weeks, then we could well do Juve some damage. And a lot of people said 3-1, and I in my pre-match preview said 3-1. But in truth, on the night, it could have been anything. It could have been 6-1 Barca. We had a lot of chances. But a Juve at some stage in that game, when they got their goal, when they got back into it, they could have won that game. And it's quite clear that they did come into that game and they did start bossing possession at some stage in the middle of it. And we were quite lucky in the end to get our goal and come out with the win. But let me say this, we had a lot of chances. We had a lot of chances to put the game to bed. And that's what frustrated me throughout the whole game. And it was very, very similar to watching the game at the Camp Nou against Man City. That game we won 1-0, and it literally could have been about 6-7-0. You remember Joe Hart had that magnificent display. Tonight was the same, because we had chances to kill that game. We had chances to absolutely destroy Juventus, end the tie. In the first 10-15 minutes, Rakitic put us ahead, a phenomenal team goal. Lionel Messi with a brilliant pass. And then there's Iniesta. Again, we'll talk about him in a second. But Rakitic getting on the end of it, getting that first goal. But then we had more chances. There was a penalty appeal on Lichtsteiner, which I'll come to later as well, because Neymar was penalised for handball, yet somehow Lichtsteiner wasn't. Then, there was chances for Suarez. There was a chance for, there was chances in around the box for Messi and Neymar. And it just seemed as though he wasn't quite being as clinical as we needed to be, because you always felt at some stage in the game that Juventus would get a goal. And they did that through Alvaro Morata. I thought Ter Stegen tonight, he's got so much potential. He's been so excellent this season in the cup matches. He had a few fumbles. I'm not really sure if there's much he could have done about the goal. Possibly could have parried it a bit safer, but unfortunately it went straight to Morata. There was a few corners as well which he flapped at, but more about, there was a few players tonight who maybe didn't quite play at their level. I thought one player who was outstanding, as I just mentioned, and was named man of the match, was Andres Iniesta, who was absolute gold dust tonight. He was phenomenal. A brilliant assist for Rakitic's goal, but it wasn't just about that. It was his movement, his time on the ball. He allowed himself. He made some fantastic dribbles, and I thought tonight we really saw the best of Don Andres, and again, in a big game. He always seems to do it. He always produces, and another fantastic performance from him. I thought our midfield trio, for most of the game, did very well. I thought Busquets, for the first half, certainly dictated the play. He was fantastic in the tackle. But apart from that, I thought Lionel Messi played strangely central. I thought we didn't see much of him on the right. Dani Alves was up and down, but again, was a little bit too far away from Morata for the goal. Jordi Alba again up and down, but again beaten by Lichtsteiner for the goal. So, like I say, I don't think it was one of the best performances of the season, but I think that shows you where we're at. We've won 3-1 against one of the best sides in Europe this season in Juventus, one of the most informed sides, certainly, and we've won 3-1 against them without really playing at our absolute optimum level. And certainly tonight we didn't quite finish off the chances to show our superiority, but I'm just so glad that we won, because there was a stage in that game where they got back into it, where they were pressing us, where they were putting the pressure on. Luckily we rode the storm, and that really shows the attitude of the players, the mentality, the will to win, and we did exactly that tonight. We wanted to win that game. We were going to do everything we could to get it, and the winning goal from Luis Suarez was brilliant. He himself missed a few chances. He was getting kicked all over the place all night. Before he came to Barca, he said, I want to play in the Champions League. He said, I want to play in the Champions League and I want to win these big titles. Tonight he's won himself that title. He got himself in the box, a composed finish, and Lionel Messi again at the heart of it. But it was really, really nice to see Neymar score. It really was, because there was a chance, wasn't there? It was a header, it came off his arm and went into the net, but the rule states that it has to be a deliberate and it has to be on purpose. It's got to be a deliberate handball. For me, that's not a deliberate handball. That did not alter the way that ball went in. It wasn't like Diego Maradona when he hand of God, it came out and it was a direct force. It hit his arm on the way through. He'd already made the connection with the header. I think he was robbed of a goal there, and I was really sad for him because, again, before the game, he was saying I was dreaming of a Champions League final goal, and that's so when he did get the goal, I was so pleased for him because I thought he had a great game down that left-hand side. He was always lively, he always wanted the ball, he was very quick in and around the Juventus defenders, and I thought he had a good performance tonight and a really composed finish for the winning goal. But I thought Pedro had a big part in that as well. He only came on for a few minutes, but an assist for him. And like I say, I thought it was a good performance all round really tonight from the team, but not quite our best. And of course, I'm not going to put a dampener on it. I don't do that by any stretch of the imagination. In these sort of games, in these sort of finals, you just got to do whatever it takes to get over the line. And tonight we saw the attitude, we saw the mental attitude of these players. Not only have they got the quality, but they've also got that will to win. They're willing to dig in and work hard in order to give themselves that trophy. And tonight we were superb when we needed to be. We finished our chances just about when we needed to, and we just about got over the line in the end to give Xavi the send-off he deserves. A treble, an incredible moment in our history. Luis Enrique and his staff deserve huge credit for what we've done, and Xavi deserves this send-off. What he's given the club and what he's given us all in his many years of service deserves something like this to bow out on. He's had the La Liga trophy, he's got the Copa del Rey, and now he's got the Champions League, and now he can go to Qatar knowing that he's fulfilled everything this season. He's done everything that could have been asked of him, and he leaves with his head very well held high. And what a season. I'm going to be doing a lot more videos, guys, in the next few days, looking back over our season, looking back on big turning points and big moments and big players, and assessing the season as a whole. So look out for those videos. Also going to have some news on a possible new signing in Alex Vidal, so look out for that. If you are new to the channel, make sure you subscribe. And can I just say, guys, we've done a treble this season, and what season was Talk SCB launched? Oh, it was this one. I'm not saying there's a coincidence there, but certainly somebody listens to these videos, and it is you guys. So thanks for all the support this season. I'm not done yet, though. I'm going to be here for a few more videos for sure. And over the summer, I'm going to be doing different videos and different things. So stick along for that. Thanks for the ride. It's been an incredible journey. It's been an incredible season. And tonight we capped it off with what we well deserved as our 5th European title. We have done the treble. I think I might have mentioned that already. As always, Visca el Barça, and well done to everyone connected with SC Barcelona.
Barça!